Eh, medical certificate na lang po ang pinapadala ninyo. Parang pinabastos nyo kami. Kaya nga po yung event na yun.
Meron po kami dahil talagang nakaschedule po yung kasal
Ang tanong
po.
ko po ay, ano nga po kayang ebidensya ang may bibigay ninyo dito sa committee na ito para magsabi na totoo yung pangyayari ng event na yun? Pero yung pong statement nyo na yun, hindi po naback-upan ng inyong mga actions dahil meron pong hearing na kayo po ay naimbita uli ng February at saka March. At hindi rin po kayo dumating dito. Yun po ba ay pagbibigay ng respeto sa committee na ito? Kagaya ng sinabi ninyo.
Humihingi po ako ng
Hindi,
paumanhin.
sagutin mo muna yung tanong ko.
May
Excuse kagad yung sinasabi mo eh. Pero sagutin mo muna ako. Yun ba ay patotoo doon sa sinabi mo that you are giving utmost respect to the committee and the entire lower house samantalang lahat ng imbitasyon namin ay hindi mo inonor? Ano po ang sorry po?
Kung sa pakiramdam niyo po ay
Hindi ko
nabala.
pakiramdam nun. Ang tinatayo ko lang dito ay yung dignidad ng committee na ito. Parang hindi nyo po nire-respeto.
Malaki po respeto ko po sa inyo
Yung
po.
hindi po nyo pagdalo o pag-honor doon sa mga imbitasyon na binigay po sa inyo, pagre-respeto po ba yun?
Dr. Raymond de la Cruz po.
Doctor, kailan po ninyo una naging pasyente si Mayor?
Recently lang po, sir. Ito lang po ang first time po.
Kailan yung recently?
Nung time po nung admission po niya.
Could you be more
I
definite?
think it's, I'm not very sure, but I think it's April 2. April 2 ba yan?
Ano po?
April 2. April 2.
April 2.
Yes po.
And kayo po ay hindi una naging doktor ni Mayor tungkol sa kanyang sakit.
Yes po.
Would that be correct? Sino po kaya yung una?
I think hindi ko po alam yung unang name po ng doctor niya, but Cardinal ba yan, sir? Cardinal. But I have seen yung laboratory exams of Mayor coming from Cardinal.
Eh, saan po ba kayo connected?
Metropolitan po. Metropolitan.
Matanong ko po ba ko si Mayor, bakit po kayo nagpalit ng doktor?
Mayor, please answer the query.
Kasi yung pong doktor ko po sa Cardinal, noong time pong yun wala po.
Mayor, ang asawa ko po, kasi wala na dito sa mundo, at 3 pong anak ko, puro doktor eh. At alam ko na pag umalis yung isang doktor, meron papalit sa kanya. Di po ba, Doc?
Yes po, sir.
Yes. Alam ko po yun. Kasi
Not
lahat
all the
na
time,
naging
sir.
doktor ko, pag wala siya, merong pumapalit. Reliever kung tawagin. Di po ba, Doc?
Not all the time, sir. Sorry, sir. So would find a reliever para magtatao po sa clinic nila and then look at the patient po sa inpatient nila. But there are also doctors that would not assign any reliever. So if some patients would like to be under your service, they would assign it to any other
Yung pong isa pong doktor po sa Metropolitan.
Okay. Thank you. Now, siguro naman po, wala na po kayong problema ngayon dahil nandito po kayo eh. In all the hearings na kinondak ng committee na ito na kayo po ay imbitado, hindi po kayo sumipot kahit minsan. Di po ba?
Opo, Your
At
Honor.
ang excuse po ninyo ay palaging yung inyong kalusugan. Tama rin po ba?
Opo, pero yung una po ay nang nagkasal po ako.
Tama, nagkasal po kayo. Nagkaroon pa nga kayo ng prayer rally, di po ba?
Opo.
Yes. Kasi yung inyong hearing ng January 27, ang rason po ninyo na hindi kayo makarating ay nag-officiate po kayo ng kasal. Di po ba?
Yes po.
Ano po kaya ang ebidensyang may bibigay ninyo dito sa committee na ito na nangyari nga po yung event na yun?
Meron po kami dahil talagang nakaschedule po yung kasal
Ang tanong
po.
ko po ay ano nga po kayang ebidensyang may bibigay ninyo dito sa committee na ito para magsabi na totoo yung pangyayari ng event na yun?
Bibigyan ko po kayo ng kopya ng ano po, yung certificate of marriage po. Tsaka may ano naman po, may video po kami noon time pong yun.
So, could you please submit yung mga sinabi niyong ebidensya sa committee na ito, Mayor?
Apo,
As soon
apo.
as possible.
Yes po.
Oh. Kasi, yun lang po magpapatunay na totoo po yung inyong rason doon sa inyong excuse na hindi kayo nakarating nung January 27 na hearing.
Apo, Your Honor.
Ano po? Doon po sa inyong excuse letter, sinabi po ninyo, and I would like to quote, Mayor, "Rest assured that I remain fully committed to the issues being addressed as I am giving utmost respect to your committee and the entire lower house." Tama po ba yun?
Apo.
Pero yung pong statement nyo na yun, hindi po naback-upan ng inyong mga actions dahil meron pong hearing na kayo po ay nambita uli ng February at saka March. At hindi rin po kayo dumating dito. Yun po ba ay pagbibigay ng respeto sa committee na ito? Kagaya ng sinabi ninyo.
Humihingi po ako ng
Hindi,
paumanhin.
sagutin mo muna yung tanong ko.
May
Excuse kagad yung sinasabi mo eh. Pero sagutin mo muna ako. Yun ba ay patotoo doon sa sinabi mo that you are giving utmost respect to the committee and the entire lower house samantalang lahat ng imbitasyon namin ay hindi mo in-honor? And I think that's the reason why
sorry po.
you're incarcerated in this house.
Sorry po, Your Honor.
Ano po ang sorry po?
Kung sa pakiramdam niyo po ay
Hindi ko
nabala.
pakiramdam nun. Ang tinatayo ko lang dito ay yung dignidad ng committee na ito. Parang hindi nyo po nire-respeto.
Malaki po respeto ko po sa inyo
Yung
po.
hindi po nyo pagdalo o pag-honor doon sa mga imbitasyon na binigay po sa inyo, pagre-respeto po ba yun? Pakisagot lang po.
Ang masasabi ko na, sorry po, Your Honor.
Sagutin nyo muna, pagre-respeto po ba yun? Hindi nyo po sinasagot yung aking katanungan eh.
Hindi po.
Hindi. So yung salita ninyo ay hindi binapakapan ng inyong mga kilos.
Kasi
Di po ba?
nagpagamot naman po talaga ako eh.
Ano po?
Nagpagamot po ako yung mga sumunod po na hearings.
Alam po ninyo, kung titingnan po natin yung istorya ng inyong mga imbitasyon dito, yun pong huli, if I remember it right, hindi pa kayo nagpadala na excuse letter na eh. Ang pinadala na lang ninyo ay medical certificate. It is on record, Mayor.
Yes po, yes po.
Yes. At yun din ay may paggalang sa committee na ito.
Yes po.
Ha? Dito sa amin, pag kayo po ay hindi makakarating, gumagawa po kayo ng sulat explaining kung bakit hindi kayo makarating. Kayo, medical certificate na lang po ang pinapadala ninyo. Parang pinabastos nyo kami eh.
Hindi,
Kung ganun po ang mangyari sa inyo, Mayor, Ano kaya ang pakiramdam po ninyo?
Magagalit po.
At least nararamdaman mo yung nararamdaman namin. But anyway, doon po sa legal processes ng committee na ito.
Yes po.
Opo. Now, balikan po natin yung written statement na pinabasa ninyo kay Attorney Talag na inyo pong municipal administrator. Tama po ba?
Yes po.
Yes. At sinabi ni Attorney Talag na Bawan was in deep financial trouble in 2007 nung kayo po ay nag-assume ng office. Tama po ba?
Tama po.
Tanong po, ano po ba yung mga problema na hinaharap nyo noong 2007 for you to state na Bawan was in deep financial trouble?
May mga binabayaran po kaming utang po talaga sa kuryente.
So yung kuryente lang na yun?
Apo, malaki pong halaga po.
Hindi nyo nga po masagot kanina si Honorable Flores kung magkano eh.
Hindi ko lang po tanda pero malaki po talaga utang namin kasi sa NPC pa po yung aming utang po sa kuryente.
Sabi nyo kanina, 28 to 30 million.
Yun po, Your Honor.
Yun ang sagot nyo kanina.
Yun po yung utang po na pinababayaran muna sa amin ni First Bay that time. Kaya
Yes.
po, ginawan po lang namin ng paraan po.
Yeah. Kasi nasa record naman ng mga hearings nung wala kayo na ito yung amount. Meron po ba kayong katibayan na may pakita dito sa committee na ito na yung problemang iniwan ng nakaraan na administrasyon bago kayo po naupo?
Mayor,
Pwede
before
po
you,
bang,
sorry,
apo,
Mayor,
sorry
before you
po.
answer the query,
Yes po.
let me cut you short lang po. Before we proceed, Chairman Akop, let me acknowledge the presence in the Zoom. Representing the 3rd District of Rizal, Congressman Jose Arturo Jojo Garcia. Thank you for joining us, sir. Good morning. Please proceed, Mayor.
Yes po. Pwede po bang ano lang po, kukuhanin lang po na muna namin po yung yung dokumento po bago po ipapasa po sa committee po.
So, sino po ang nagsabi na may utang kayong 28 million na unpaid electricity bills?
Si First Bay po.
Sino po?
Si First Bay po. First Bay Power.
First Bay.
Yes po.
Aha. Alam nyo naman po siguro kung paano kayo nagkaroon ng problema na ganito.
Yes po. Aware po kami.
Yan, paano nga nangyari yun?
Kasi yung pong electricity po namin is matagal pong hawak ng munisipyo. So talaga pong kailangan po ng rehabilitation, total rehabilitation din po ng system. Lubog na rin po kami sa utang sa NPC that time po. Sa mahabang panahon, yung pa rin pong yung sinundan pa rin pong administrasyon ng father ko. May malaking utang na po ang kuryente namin. So hanggang sa humanap din po kami ng pwede pong makatulong sa amin hanggang sa, yun po, tumagal hanggang sumunod na po yung tubig po.
Hindi po ba taon-taon gumagawa po kayo ng budget para sa
Opo.
inyong local government unit?
Opo.
Bakit hindi po nyo isinasali ron sa budget, sa pagtalakay nyo ng inyong budget taon-taon, mag-set aside kayo ng amount para mabayaran po yung electricity?
Nagbabudget po kami. Ang problema po sa collection po talaga, hindi po namin ma-realize po talaga yung tama pong Kasi yung kuryente nga po, marami po hindi nagbabayad. So naghanap na lang po kami ng solusyon nun sa NPC na nag-loan po kami nun sa isa pong institution.
Napakahirap isipin na ilang administrasyon ng Bawan, local government unit, pinabayaan na yung sitwasyon ng ganun hanggang lumaki yung problema at inabot po kayo. Tama po ba?
Opo.
Yun po yung gusto nyo sabihin dito sa amin sa Kwan.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Yes. Now, at ang At ang nangyari, kagaya ng pagtatanong ni Honorable Flores, merong private entity o private person na nagpautang po sa inyo at yun po ang binayad ninyo dun sa utang ninyo sa kuryente.
Opo.
And yung nagpautang sa inyo, yun din po ngayon ang binigyan nyo ng kapangyarihan na i-operate yung Bawan Water Station.
Yes po.
Na sinabi naman ni Honorable Flores, may mga paglabag po sa batas sa ginawa po ninyo ito. At yun ay pinatutunayan ng audit na ginawa ng COA. Tama po.
Opo.
Now, doon po sa report ni Attorney Talag sa amin noon, she reported na yung was operating at a loss back then. Tama rin po ba yun, statement na yun?
Opo.
Opo. Meron po ba kayong katibayan na yung pong Bawan Water Station was operating at a loss back then?
Meron po kaming ano, ano na lang po, kukunin ko na lang po, Mr. Chair.
Ano po?
Kukunin ko na lang po at
Yes,
sasabit
kasi
ko po.
hindi ko alam kung ano yung ebidensya po ninyo kasi kung babasahin po natin yung report ng COA from 2003 to 2007, a span of 5 years, according to the COA report, kumikita naman po yung BWS, yung Bawan Water Station. So how can it be na masabi po ninyo, dun sa sinabi ni Attorney Talag, na nalulugi yung Bawan Water Station, samantalang sa audit report ng COA, kumikita po. Hindi ko malaman kung saan nanggaling, Mayor, yung inyong assertion na Bawan Water Station was operating at a loss. Samantalang sa audit, documented that, kumikita naman po. Alin po kaya ang totoo?
Meron po kasing projection na galing po sa accountant nga po namin dati. Tsaka po magkausap po yung aming special consultant that time po na nalugi po ang ano.
So
Bawan.
ang sinasabi nyo dito ngayon sa amin, sa committee na ito, ay wala pong katotohanan yung audit report ng COA.
Kasi,
Kasi magkakontra yung statement po ninyo at saka yung report ng COA. Now, alin po kaya ang totoo? Yung inyong accountant o yung COA report?
kasi din lang po kami nag-base sa ano po?
Hindi po ninyo sinasagot yung tanong ko, Mayor. Sino po kaya nagsasabi ng totoo? Yung inyong accountant o yung COA?
Hindi ko po kayo masagot, Your Honor. Nag-rely lang po kami dun sa accountant po, tsaka po dun sa ano nga po ng aming special consultant po.
Nag-rely po kayo na nalulugi yung BWS.
Yes po.
Hindi ko maintindihan. Sino po ba yung accountant ninyo noon?
Marites Abraham po, kung hindi po ako Marites Abraham po.
Okay. Anyway, ang masasabi ko lang po dito sa inyong kwan, sa Bawan Water Station, you have failed to meet legal and financial requirements as evidenced by the interpellation of the Honorable Flores. Kasi yung agreement ninyo, a 95% net revenue share of the revenue would go to Aqua Data at 5% lang ang pupunta sa gobyerno. Tama, di ba? Tama?
Apo.
Yes. Hindi kaya luging-lugi. Kung titignan po natin, luging-lugi ang Bawan. Di po ba? Now, ang nangyari pa, nagkaroon pa kayo ng holdover agreement na extend. Tama rin po.
Yes po.
Kung titingnan po natin, hindi rin po rin tama po yun according to the COA report. Ang pangatlo, ibinenta po ninyo yung Bawan Water Station Facility to Aquadata na hindi po tama yung presyo, lugi po yung municipality of Bawan. Yun po ang buod ng findings ng COA audit report. Di po ba? O hindi nyo nabasa yung COA audit report?
Base po dun sa amin pong record, 150 po naman talaga yung offer po ni Aquadata noong time pong yon.
Hindi ko po hindi po yun ang
Opo.
tinatanong ko. Pero 150 nga. Pero ibinenta ninyo sa 102, more or less.
Your Honor, kasi may pinakita po sila sa amin na capex po. So yun po, inaano po na mabawas po yung kanilang capital expenditure.
Hindi po kaya. Kaya nga po sinasabi ko yung tatlong event na ito ay lugi palagi yung municipality of Bawan. At kayo po, Mayor, hindi po kayo pwedeng pumasok sa isang agreement na grossly disadvantageous to the government. Alam naman po ninyo yun eh.
Yes po.
Yes. That would be all for Bawan Water Station, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Chairman Akop. Before the members proceed with the interpellation to Mayor Bawan, Dolor, let me acknowledge first the presence of Congressman Francisco Paulo Ortega, representing the 1st District Bolognian, members of the Yangan. Any more from the members? Congressman Adjong, do you want to ask or manifest something? None? None. Congressman Dagoc, do you want to manifest or ask query addressed to Mayor? Please proceed.
As stated by Mayor Dolor, nag-umpisa to sa utang ninyo sa National Power ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Kasi sa umpisa, ang Municipal Electric ng Bawan ay kumukuha ng power supply sa National Power.
Yes po.
So, ilang taon yung duration na nagsusupply si Napocor sa inyo na hindi kayo nagbabayad?
Ay, matagal po na
20 years? 30 years?
Hindi lang po.
Hindi lang.
Hindi lang po. Kasi
So-
ever since po hawak si National Power po talaga.
So, nung dumating ka, more or less, natatandaan mo, magkano na yung utang ninyo sa Napocor?
Kung hindi po mga 100 million po.
100 million. Alam niyo po ba na ang National Power Corporation ay GOCC po yan?
Yes po.
Bakit hindi kayo nag-apply ng account restructuring sa Napocor instead na naghahanap kayo ng mauutangan?
Nag-apply po kami at na-restructure naman nga po. Kaya humanap din lang po kami ng pwede pong banking institution po noong time na yon.
Eh, lalo na.
Kasi para po mabayaran
dapat
na po
hindi
yung
na kayo
utang.
aabot doon sa may nagpahiram pa sa inyo na private entity dahil nilon nyo pala. So, nung nag-submit kayo ng account restructuring sa na POCOR, kasama na yon sa proposal ninyo na itong amount na ibabayad nyo either monthly or quarterly as part of the restructured amount ay doon ninyo kukunin sa bangko at sa revenue ninyo. So bakit umabot kayo doon sa hindi nagkasya yun na malinaw naman po yung mga bisis ni Napocor, bakit inapprove nila yung account restructuring ninyo? Kasi 31 years po ako nagmamanage ng 2 electric co-op. National Power po yung dinagat, Ispag area yon. National Power po ang nung minanage yan ng sinundan ko ng mga GM, malaki po yung utang. Kaya hiniram ako doon para ma-resolve po yung utang na yun. Pero hindi po ako umabot doon sa bininta ko yung co-op. Kasi nagpapa-restructure yung titingnan lang naman yung collection efficiency ninyo. Sabi mo kanina kasi, hindi nagbabayad yung mga tao. Kung pinutulan mo yon, yung hindi nagbabayad, liliit sana yung babayaran mo sa Napocor dahil power purchase yon. Ngayon kung malaki yung power purchase, yung nakuha mo na kuryente, nabili mo sa Napocor, malaki yon. Tapos kakaunti lang yung nasingil mo, talagang hindi mo magagampanan yung restructured amount na pinirmahan mo. So ang ginawa nyo sana, pinutulan nyo yung hindi nagbayad para mabawas na yon sa inyong purchase monthly sa Napocor. Kung hindi nyo pinutulan yon, pinupolitikan nyo yung pagpapatakbo ng electrical ng distribution system sa Bawan. Kaya isa pang anggulo yon na na dapat titingnan ni DILG kasi hindi nyo po maaring isisi yun sa yung predecessors ninyo kasi kung tama yung nung sumunod kayo na-stop na sana, you should have stopped the financial bleeding doon sa last na mayor ng Bawan, doon sa inyo sana na yon, kung pinutol nyo kaagad, hindi nyo pinag-aralan kasi anong dahilan bakit lumubo yun ang ginagawa lang ninyo, nag-restructure nga kayo pero nagtataka ako bakit umabot sa ganon na hindi nyo nabayaran in accordance with the restructured scheme. Kasi sigurado ako na mababayaran talaga yon. Basta lahat ng financial analysis na sinasubmit ninyo, may projected revenue naman yan, tapos other sources of funds. Sabi mo, kung umutang kayo sa financial institution at pag mabuo yung dalawa, ay nakakabayad, supposed to be kayo doon sa Hindi na yun lulubo kasi pupwede ninyo namang ilapit sa Napocor yun na i-park lang muna yung mga penalties and surcharges. Pwede nyong gawin yun kasi GOCC yung Napocor. Tapos nagtaka ako dito, as an observation, Mr. Chair, bakit umabot pa kayo sa, tama ba yun? Kayo yung nagbabayad ng payroll doon sa mga tao doon sa nag-take over ng water system. Tama yun, Mayor?
Empleyado po namin yun.
Empleyado ninyo?
Opo.
Pinapatakbo na ng private entity yung water system ninyo, pero doon pa rin nagtatrabaho yung mga empleyado ng munisipyo. Tama po ba yan?
Yes po, kasi hindi po sila nagre-resign po.
So, paano yun? Paano umabot ng ganun kahaba na kuha? Hindi niyo na... Hindi ba yun annual? Hindi, ina-audit ba kayo ng kuha annually? Yung mga LGU?
Opo.
Bakit hindi nila nakita yun na empleyado ng local government unit nagtatrabaho sa pinapasahod ng LGU, doon nagtatrabaho sa private entity? Bakit umabot? So, that's why, Mr. Chair, tiningnan ko yung recommendation natin. It should include, Mr. Chair, amendment ng doon sa kuha portion, sa house portion. It should probably include amendment of the CUA Charter, yung batas ng Commission on Audit. lagyan natin ng ng penalty yung mga taga-kuha na kasi paulit-ulit lahat ng in-investigate natin dito, nagtuturoan yung taga-kuha. Hindi kami ang doon iba na namang audit team. So, yung mga ganon, paulit-ulit lang yun kung hindi natin amindahan pati yung kuha charter. So, yun lang, Mr. Chair. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Kong Sergio. Duly noted the manifestation of Congressman Dagok, and we will come to that during the approval of the committee report. No, we might as well put it into motion, Congressman Dagok, so that we can have an amendment to the draft committee report for House Resolution number 2148.
I move, Mr. Chair, that as part of the committee recommendation, we will file a bill amending the KUA charter.
Congressman Acop have said we will tackle it in the proper time during the approval of the committee report itself. No? So we'll just amend the draft committee report for that manifestation that you have made. And please put it into motion during the proper time.
Okay,
thank you. Now, any more from the members of this committee?
Mr. Chair, just
Yes.
gusto ko lang malaman kasi glancing over the notes po, Mr. Chair. It's not actually BWS lang yung issue dito. I think there's also an issue on the lease agreement on certain portion of land in Bawan. Yung Bawan Public Plaza in Heroes Monument to Comnet for construction of the Bawan Public Plaza Hotel. Gusto ko lang malaman, Mr. Chair, because based on the notes that we have, Mayor, di ba nagkaroon kayo ng lease agreement with Comnet? Tama po ba?
Yes po, yes
Kailan
po.
po kayo nagkaroon ng lease agreement?
2014 po.
2014.
Yes po.
And based on the documents that we have, the property to be leased to Comnet is around 300 pesos per square meter per year. Tama po ba?
Yes po.
Tama.
Yes po. Yun po.
Do you think this is very undervalued? Kasi according to the documents we have, the fair market value when according to your revenue code of Bawan, it's supposed to be 7,920 per square meter per year. Bakit po masyadong mababa yung ating pagrenta?
Yun po yung tumaan naman po sa evaluation din po ng committee po. At Your Honor, yun po ay yung pong undervalue po ay na-amend na po namin yung kontrata rin po.
Inamend niyo po yung kontrata
Yes
ninyo?
po.
Before the actual lease agreement was made or prior or after the lease
After
agreement?
po.
After the
After
lease.
po.
Kasi ang sabi po dito, dun po sa inyong SB, no, inamendahan yun on December 14, 2012, yung allowing rental reduction, if the proponent net investment is exceeded to exceeded the 50 million pesos, no, which according to the documents that we have, the Comnet only invested 56 million, a short shy of the required threshold that you require for an investment to be put up in order that they may be allowed to lease or you allowed to lease the property for a very low rental price. So bakit po do you continue on charging 300 pesos per square meter per year to Comnet when in fact they have not fulfilled the required 50, 60 million pesos investment?
Actually, Your Honor, yung investment po ni Comnet is 100 million po eh.
100 million?
100 million po.
So hindi
plus.
so ibig sabihin yung sinasabi po dito, COA, tama po ba your report that it's undervalued?
Yes, Your Honor. The valuation of the special audit team was that the lease should be, if I am not mistaken, 2,016 per square meter per year po.
Per year. And yet based on the explanation, ano yung explanation po, Mayor? Gusto ko lang maintindihan. You have amended your revenue code of Bawan para mag-qualify po yung pag-undervalue ng pag-charge ninyo sa COMNET. Tama po ba yun?
Ang inamyendahan po namin is the lease contract po.
Oh, the lease
Opo.
contract.
Yes
But
po.
this is also under, supposedly dapat, COA, under the tax revenue ng kanong ng Bawan, it's supposed to be 7,000 per year, am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So why did, yun nga, bakit nyo po inamenda it's not compliant with your SB revenue? Kasi nawawalan po ng ng kita ang Bawan.
Kasi yun po ang findings po ni COA. So kung ano po yung suggestion, recommendation po ni COA, Your Honor, yun po yung...
Kasi ang sinabi po ng COA, talagang nawawalan po kayo kasi undervalue nga yung lease na kontrata ninyo with COMNET. Ibig sabihin, hindi kayo kumikita, nalulugi kayo sa ganong klaseng agreement. Bakit po tayo umeentro sa ganitong klaseng arrangement with the private entity? Hindi lang ho sa BWS, pati na rin po dito sa pagrenta sa inyong property, luging-lugi po ang Bawan, municipal government. Bakit po, Mayor?
Pero, Your Honor, inamyandahan na nga po namin po yung lease contract po. Kasi base po dun sa findings po ni COA na lugi po kami. So yung pong recommendation, suggestion po ni COA, yun po yung nasettle na po namin noong year 2021. So binayaran po.
Nabayaran na?
Nabayaran na po yan.
So...
Yes po.
Pero tama po rin ba na binigyan po sila ng absolute tax exemption, yung COMNET? Parte po ba yun sa pag-amenda ninyo?
Yes po. Yes po.
So talagang, bakit po sila binigyan ng absolute exemption from all the taxes that COMNET should be paying the government of Bawan? All grants Yung municipal taxes, license fees, dues, and other charges for 8 years. What's the basis for that?
Pwede po ba tanungin ko lang po yung legal ko lang po, Your Honor?
Please, kasi gusto kong maintindihan po. Is this, COA, di ba violation ho ito sa
Yes, Your
Even
Honor.
sa-
Wala po silang basis why they granted tax exemptions.
Exactly.
And COA, is that part of the recommendation from your office?
Yes, Your Honor.
At the very least, it's an
One of the findings why they granted local tax exemptions without any basis po.
At the
So
very
what's the violation?
Yun na nga
Specific
po,
violation.
violation po yun sa
192
tax regulations
yes.
natin po.
And at the very least po, Mr. Chairman, Section 192 of the Local Government Code, you're supposed to impose taxes on private entities. Why would you do that, Mayor? It's also a part of the recommendation of your consultants.
Yes po. Tapos, na-settle na po namin yan, Your Honor. Lahat po.
Just manifestation kasi alam kong baka what do you mean na-settle niyo po yan?
Yun
Have
pong,
you-
yung issue po dyan sa lease agreement po. So lahat po ng findings po ni COA, so binayaran po ni COMNET sa munisipyo po.
So nabayaran na ito
Nabayaran
lahat?
na po lahat po yan. Lahat po yan.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Nagulat lang ako, Mr. Chair, kasi una sa lahat, yung sa nakikinig po ako sa kaninang usapan, yung sa BWS, nalulugi po ang Bawan. Tapos ito naman tong lease agreement na to with COMNET, nalulugi dun po Bawan. Mayor, kaisap niyo po kami, ang committee ito, na matulungan po ang Bawan. Pero sa mga transaction po na pinasukan ninyo, mukhang hindi ho yun ang nagiging resulta. Mukhang ang nagkakaroon pa ng lugi yung municipality ng Bawan. Sana po in the next coming years kung magkakaroon po ng ganong klaseng arrangement, sana po ang isipin ninyo ano yung magiging benefit ng Bawan, hindi po yung malulugi kayo. Tama po ba, Mayor?
Yes po.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank
That will be all.
you, thank you, Kong Adjong. Any more from the members?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Chairman Akop, please proceed.
gusto ko lang po liwanagin yung paggawa po ng Bawan Plaza Hotel. Ito po may authority po kayo galing sa Sanggunian?
Yes po, meron po.
Meron.
Meron po.
Meron. Through a resolution or an ordinance?
Yes po. Yes po.
Meron po kayo ebidensya nito?
Meron po.
Meron. Wala pong nag-object Kahit na legal officer po ninyo.
Wala po.
So, nung panahon na yon, ang pagkaalam po ninyo, Mayor, tama po yung ginawa nyo.
Yes po.
Hindi po ninyo alam na hindi pwedeng gawin yon nung panahon na yon.
Hindi ko po alam, Your Honor.
So, even your legal officer did not know na hindi pwedeng gawin yon. Maski siguro yung COA dahil hindi ko naman nabasa sa COA report yun eh. Di po ba, Madam COA?
Parang hindi na po na-cover yan sa audit
Yes.
ng special audit.
Kasi pursuant to the Civil Code, Article 420, yung pong basketball court po ay hindi pwedeng ilis hanggat hindi po nyo nako-convert from a property of public dominion to patrimonial property. Sinasabi ko ito ngayon, Mayor, kasi sinabi ko na ito rin noon. Wala po kasi kayo dito sa hearing na ito eh. Kaya sinasabi ko na labag po sa batas yung paggawa po noon. Dahil yung mga basketball courts ng mga LGUs are considered property of public dominion pursuant to the Civil Code. At para ma-list natin itong property na ito, may gagawin dapat na protocol. Yung Sangguniang Bayan must come up na isang resolution na i-convert from property of public dominion to patrimonial property bago kwan. Ginawa nyo ito. Pero 2018 na. Ibig sabihin, nagawa na yung kasalanan, saka nyo kinorek. Kasi kung babasahin ko yung resolution nyo ninyo, an ordinance withdrawing from public use that certain parcel of land situated at Barangay Poblacion 2, Bawan, Batangas, with tax declaration number so-and-so, classifying that land to patrimonial property, providing for its use and for other purposes. And your resolution is dated 2018. Ibig sabihin, ginawa nyo na po yung mali, tapos kinokorek ninyo noong 2018, yung mali na ginawa nyo noong 2014. Mayor. Hindi po yata tama yun. Sinasabi ko lang ito para hindi na po ninyo uulitin. Ano po? Kasi maski nga yung report ng COA, wala po ito eh. Pero nung wala po kayo, na-discuss po ito lengthily. Sinasabi ko lang dahil nandito kayo ngayong araw na ito. That would be all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman Akop. Well, in fact, the issue that was raised by Chairman Akop with regards to violation of the Civil Code was incorporated in our committee report. It cannot be cured, no? Yung violation that you have done 4 years after. Di po mayor, kasi you violated certain provision of the law 4 years before. So, anyway, any more from the members? Kung wala na po, we'll now consider the termination of the inquiry on House Resolution number 2148. And just a brief, before we terminate the inquiry, just a brief background. On December 18, 2024, Representative Paulo Ortega filed House Resolution number 2148, and the author is present today, directing the Committee on Public Accounts of the House of the Representatives to conduct inquiry in aid of legislation into alleged misuse of public funds and properties and irregularities in the operations of the Office of the Mayor and Vice Mayor of the Municipality of Buwan, Batangas, under Mayor Ryan M. Dolor. On January 21, 2025, House Resolution number 2148 was referred to the Committee on Public Accounts. The committee conducted 4 regular meetings dated on January 27, February 5, February 26, March 17, and today. This is the 5th hearing that we have done. Now, with that, we will proceed with the termination, except for if there is still other manifestation from the members and from other resource persons. COA, do you want to speak before we terminate the inquiry? Do you want to say something? Please proceed.
Good morning. Good morning again to the honorable members of the Committee on Public Accounts, Chairman, Congressman Paduano, sir. Thank you for having us, the Commission on Audit, to present the reports of the Special Audit Team. Maraming salamat po sa suporta nyo sa COA. Thank you po.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Mayor, do you want to say something as parting words?
Maraming salamat po sa committee po. Sa inyo.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, COA. So, do I hear a motion to terminate
Mr. Chair?
the said inquiry? Yes, Chairman
Before
Ako.
I move for the termination of the inquiry, may I know if we terminate the inquiry, the mayor will be released from confinement?
Yes, upon termination of this inquiry, the lifting of the contempt order is automatically lifted, but he has to wait for the release order coming from this to the chairman and the signature of the Secretary General po. It can be done in just today. Yes, Chairman Ako.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I move that we terminate the hearing insofar as House Resolution number 2184 is concerned, entitled Resolution Directing the Committee on Public Accounts and other appropriate committees of the House of Representatives to conduct an inquiry in aid of legislation into the alleged misuse of public funds and properties and irregularities in the operations of the Office of the Mayor and the Vice Mayor of the Municipality of Bawan, Batangas, under Mayor Ryan M. Dolor. So move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion to terminate the inquiry on House Resolution number 2148. Duly seconded. In objections, the chair is none. The motion is carried. The inquiry on House Resolution number 2148 is now terminated. Supposedly, the first item in the agenda is the privilege speech, number 460. But since Mayor Dolor of Bawan, Batangas, it was involved in House Resolution number 2148 is present today. This is the first time Mayor Dolor attended this hearing. So instead of tackling House Resolution number 460, privilege speech, House privilege speech number 460, the chairman suggests that we will tackle first House Resolution number 2148. We'll take the time of Mayor Dolor to defend and, of course, to be asked by the members of this committee. For the last and final time, and to extend fairness and due process to the committee members, to the government agencies involved, especially the COA, to the people of Bawan, and, of course, to Mayor Dolor, Ryan Dolor himself. We will afford Mayor Dolor the opportunity to speak and give him his day in this committee. Mayor Dolor, the chairman allows you to speak. Please proceed for 5 to 7 minutes. Please proceed.
Good morning po, Mr. Chair, and to all the members of the committee. Sa lahat po ng naririto, magandang umaga po. Ako po'y humihingi ng paumanhin sa atin pong chairman at sa members po ng committee at sa lahat ng mga naririto. Kung sa mga nagdaan pong mga hearings ay hindi po ako naka-attend, gawa po ng aking pong health condition, at sa pagkakataon pong ito ay nagpapasalamat din po ako sa pagbibigay nyo ng kahit konting oras na ako po ay makapag-opening statement. Sa lahat po ng naririto, regarding po sa inquiry about sa privatization po ng ng Bawan Water Works System at saka po sa lease agreement po ng Bawan Plaza Hotel. Ang sasabihin ko na lang po about doon sa privatization, dumating po kasi kami sa pagkakataon na talaga pong malaki po yung utang namin sa electricity, sa kuryente. At syempre, nandiyan dyan po yung sa sobrang tagal na po ng system namin, kailangan po talagang ma-rehabilitate. Ginawa ko lang po bilang isang ama ng bayan yung alam kong nararapat sa panahon po na kailangan na masolusyonan po yung problema. Dahil hindi ko po kayang makita na ang amin pong bayan ay walang kuryente at wala pong supply ng tubig ng mga panahong yon. Kung meron man po kaming pagkukulang or pagkakamali or lapses doon po sa kontrata, ay ito naman po ay amin pong haharapin at pipilitin po naming masagot po yung mga dapat po naming sagutin at ayusin. At regarding naman po dun sa isa pong sa lease agreement, siguro po ay hindi rin alam ng committee na ito naman po ay settled na yung isyong ito nung year 2021. So, yun na lang po ang aking sasabihin at maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.
Thank you, Mayor Duror. Before we proceed, let me acknowledge the presence of our senior member of this House and re-elected as a representative of the 20th Congress, representing the APIC party list, our Assistant Minority Leader, Sergio Dago. Thank you for coming, sir. Morning, thank you. Now, before we proceed with the approval of the said committee report, draft committee report that was drafted by and prepared by the COMSEC on House Resolution number 2148, may we ask members of this committee for the last time to, if you have some queries or question to be clarified, addressed to COA and Mayor Dolor. Please proceed.
Mr. Chair.
Vice Chair Kit, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mayor Dolor, no, it's good to finally have you here. No? I hope you understand also that this committee has been trying very hard, no, to invite you po kasi ang dami pong questions na which you should have been answering, no, kasi as the mayor of the town of Bawan, no. But before that, no, I know that there's a medical condition that you said that you have. Ano po yung medical condition natin, Mayor?
Sa puso po. May problema po ako sa puso po.
Okay, and I've heard also that you've been confined in the hospital since the
Yes,
time of
po.
detention.
Yes po.
How long has that been, Mayor?
62 days po.
62 days, okay. And what is the condition sa heart mo, Mayor? Anong sakit yun?
Tanungin ko lang po yung term. Heart failure po.
You have a doctor present ba?
Yes po. Yes po.
Can we ask the doctor, Mr. Chair? Or when? Just a few questions lang. On his condition lang. I don't want to proceed with the questions. Baka matakin.
Doc, please take the take a seat, Doc. And COMSEC is directed, since this is an inquiry in aid of legislation, and all statements coming from the resource persons and the members is should be on record. COMSEC is directed to administer the oath of the good doctor. Please proceed. Of course, with Mayor Dolor, of course. Sorry, Mayor, you have to take your oath. Doc, please. Please stand.
Please stand up. Please raise your right hands. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth before this committee? So help you God. The oath has been administered, Your Honor.
Vice Chair Kit, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Doctor, can you identify yourself, please?
I'm Dr. Raymond de la Cruz po, an adult cardiologist.
Okay. Dr. de la Cruz, what is the condition of Mayor Dolor?
Mayor Dolor has acute congestive heart failure secondary to dilated cardiomyopathy, and Dolor has obstructive sleep apnea, severe.
Severe?
Yes.
Okay, so that requires confinement?
Yes.
So he should be confined in hospital?
Yes.
And he's been confined under your care since how many days?
62, if I'm not
62 days.
62 days.
And prior to that confinement, do you know where the mayor was?
No, sir.
He took a trip abroad. No? I think he was detained upon arrival. So, upon arrival, he has been confined because of the medical condition which you just described.
Yes.
Okay, and it's on your medical findings that you would state under oath that he would require continuous medical hospitalization.
Yes.
So, dapat i-confine pa rin siya.
Yes, sir.
And to do what?
Actually, for observation, because patient has episodes of acute decompensation. So,
What is that?
Bigla pong nahirapan huminga, nagkakaroon po ng tubig sa baga, tapos, although patient respond to IV diuretics, so when you give yung medication, nare-relieve po siya. But problem with heart failure, anytime po kasi, pwede siyang magkaroon ng acute decompensation, such as stress, infection. So marami pong bagay na pwede pong mag-decompensate po.
Kasi usually, ito yung nakikita namin. From experience kasi, I don't know, I'm sure the General Acop has been through more. No? Kasi ang dami naming naka-question dito, nagpapa-confine. After the lifting of the contempt, hindi naman ako-confine. Di ba? Bumabalik naman sa trabaho, nakakapagtrabaho naman on a daily basis without the need for confinement. No? Would that be the case here with Mayor Dolor?
Medyo mahirap po masabi, sir.
Mahirap
Pero
masabi.
I would say kasi, I think one of yung stressors po niya would be yung
This hearing.
I don't know po. Pero patient has acute decompensation po. Minsan okay siya, minsan biglang mahirapan huminga, minsan mabibigyan ng gamot. So, mahirap po
Yes.
I cannot say kung ito po talaga yung decompensation,
Alright.
yung cause ng decompensation niya. But a lot of things could
Right.
cause yung
But from his physical
decompensation.
appearance now, he's not connected to any IV, no machines that needs to be connected to him, right?
Usually po, if you have heart failure, you refrain from giving IV because nagko-congest po siya.
Right.
So it can precipitate po Kasi
So
mahina
no
po yung heart.
breathing apparatus to help breathing or something, nothing naman like
But
that.
Mayor Dolor, I think several days was on oxygen po.
Oxygen.
But na-relieve na po siya sa
So
sa
na-relieve na. How
medication.
many days was he on oxygen?
I think 2 or 3 days po.
2 or 3 days out of the 62 days na kinonfine siya. 2 or 3 days lang siya nakakabit sa oxygen. No? And the rest of the 50 plus days, he's just on his bed.
On and off, sir.
On and
so
off.
if patient complains of difficulty of breathing, we give him medication, we give him oxygen support. Ganun po,
Right.
mga ganun.
And how many patients do you have of similar nature with Ryan Dolor who has been confined for continuous period of 62 days?
62 days.
Parang similar condition ni Dolor. Do you have one?
Wala po,
Wala.
sir. Wala po.
Yeah, so this is a special case for you, doctor, right? So he's confined because you think he should be confined, and no other patient that you have has been confined continuously for 62 days in the same condition as Ryan Dolor, correct?
Yes po.
Yes. Okay. Now, how long have you been a doctor?
Since 2008.
2008,
Yes.
right? And you've seen a lot of patients, right?
Yes po.
And you have a lot of patients.
Yes,
And
po.
you continue to deliver excellent medical care to your patients.
Yes, sir.
And you would want to do so.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Now, do you know that lying under oath would also mean that it would put in danger your license or your profession?
Yes, sir.
So do you stand under oath now and continue to state that Ryan Dolor needs his medical condition requires him to be continuously confined
For observations, sir.
for observation? 62 days.
Opo, sir. 62 days, sir. Hanggang ngayon po, I think 62 days, yes. Meron po kasi siyang, sir, episode na nag-DOB po. Yes, sir. I think it would be dependent po, Doc, dun sa respond ng patient.
What is the basis of your 62 days, Doc?
Patient is still po, or for patient was diagnosed also with severe obstructive apnea, and we're waiting po doon sa machine for, I already talked to the pulmo CPAP, actually CPAP or BiPAP, yung kanya pong requirement. And for adjustment po nun.
I'd like to interject, if I may, Mr. Chair.
Before I acknowledge Congressman Adjong, are you done? Okay, so we will entertain interjection from Chairman Akop. Yeah. Before we entertain interjection from Congressman Adjong, let us proceed with Chairman Akop. Please proceed, Chairman.
Mr. Chair, I will defer to the Honorable Adjong.
Thank you, Chairman Akop. The Honorable Adjong is now
Thank you.
recognized.
Just a follow-up clarification. I'd just like to know, Doctor, what would be the basis, sabing tinanong ni the basis for his confinement is because he has trouble breathing, he has problem with his heart, right? And we assume that that will not be cured in the soonest possible time. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so kung habang nandyan pa yung sakit niya, would you think that the confinement and the observation would go on forever for as long as he has that disease?
As long po, sir.
That's the question eh.
Apo.
Kasi the 62 days of confinement is based on your observation that he has problem with his heart. And since his heart would not be cured the soonest possible time, would we presume now that you also would like to continue on recommending an observation for even a year or 2 or 3? Would that be the logical conclusion that you are trying to explain to us?
No, sir. So with regards to the case po kasi ni sir.
And then let's go back to the question. So what's the basis for the confinement of Mayor Dolor for 62 days? Why can't we just have him like 3 days or 4 days or a week? Because I've seen a lot of patients who have the same heart problem, probably may variation yan, pero they don't need that long for an observation to be conducted on the patient with the heart problem.
Patient po kasi has acute episodes of acute decompensation. So minsan po nahihirapan.
Would you,
huminga.
we understand that. Would you stand your ground? Kasi ang tanong sa'yo kanina ni Congressman Flores is, would you like to be to recommend a continuing observation on Dolor, on Mayor Dolor? Ang sabi nyo, yes, you would recommend. And now 62 days. My take on that explanation of yours is it will take beyond 62 days, probably a year or so, for as long as Mayor Dolor would have a problem with his heart. Then baka sabihin natin, baka more than, hindi pa abot yan Manong Romy ng 62 days, baka umabot pa nga yan ng ilang years na yan, habang nandyan yung problema niya. So, when do we say that he is fit to probably to do something else other than be confined in the hospital?
It would depend po, sir, kasi dun sa clinical conditions ng patient. If the patient already has...
No, let's just answer me yes or no.
Apo.
For as long as Mayor Dolor has that problem, would you continue recommending his confinement for
No po.
observation?
If he's already clinically stable and we're still correcting po yung obstructive sleep apnea po niya for correction po ng parameters yung CPAP, then if stable po siya, we will discharge the patient po.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Vice Chair, Congressman Adjong. Before we proceed, let me acknowledge the presence in the Zoom, re-elected Congressman representing the 1st District of Oriental Mindoro, Representative Arnan Panaligan. Thank you for joining us, sir. Congressman Kit, please proceed.
You, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Doctor, so, no, I'm telling you in advance what's going to happen, Doctor. No? This committee will come out with a committee report and it will end the hearing on the case of Bawan. And this committee will do more than what you have done in 62 days. Because I'm sure after this committee comes up with a committee report, your client will be fit enough to be roaming around the cities, the streets of Bawan. Sigurado ako niyan, Doctor. No? So, I think we should be thanking the committee and not the doctor for the sudden, siguro, paggaling ng client ninyo. No? So again, thank you. Mr. Mayor Dolor, I'll go back to the questions about this water district na lang po. No? This has been bugging me kasi when I first found out about the sale of the water district, you were mayor then, correct?
Yes po.
And as your explanation kanina, sinabi niyo po na kasi baon sa utang yung munisipyo ninyo and mapuputulan na ng electricity. Tama po ba?
Apo.
Magkano na bang utang niyo at that time?
Hindi ko na lang po
Hindi mo na
matandaan.
ma-remember. Okay. But you remember na itong entity na bumili ng water district po, sila din po yung entity na nagbigay ng pera sa munisipyo, nag-donate, para mabayaran nyo yung kuryente nyo. Tama po ba?
Apo. Sila po yung nagpaluwag po sa amin.
Nagpaluwag. When you say nagpaluwag, nagpahiram or
Nagpahiram po.
borrow ng money.
Yes,
Now, were you given authority by the council to receive or accept such a donation or a loan?
Kasi kailangan na lang po namin talaga yung pambayad.
Okay, so in other words, hindi ka binigyan ng authority by the council.
Yes po.
So tinanggap niyo lang yung donation, yung pahiram
Apo.
na pera.
Naresibuhan naman po.
Naresibuhan naman.
Yes po.
So ano when you put it in the accounts of the municipio, of the municipality, how did you designate it? Ano ang designation ng pera na 'yon? Pumasok sa or how did you treat it? Is it general fund, trust fund, or ano? Regular fund?
Apo.
Paano po?
Hindi ko lang po alam kung pumasok.
Basta dineposit lang o binayad nyo na agad sa electricity?
Dineposit po sa ano po,
Dineposit.
sa Treasurer's Office.
Sa
po.
Treasurer's Office.
Yes,
Now, kung anong account nga, no? Kasi there are several accounts sa munisipyo, di ba?
Apo.
And then, when you use that money, you would also need some form of justification to use it because you cannot just withdraw from the city treasurer or the municipal treasurer without any documentation as to justify where it will be used. Tama po ba?
Apo. Ang pagkakaalala ko po, naka-trust fund po siya kasi pambayad niya
Trust
po
fund.
sa... Yes po.
Okay, so the trust fund was intentionally created for the purpose na itong pera na to is gagamitin to pay off
Yes po.
the obligation sa
Apo.
electricity, right?
Apo. Kasi puputulan po kami.
Okay, now this is where the tricky part is, no? Kasi ito yung medyo for me medyo foul talaga no? Because you received some form of donation coming from an entity that had an interest in the business of running the water district. Yun lang ang sa akin ang medyo foul talaga dun no? Kasi how can you honestly say na itong pagpili as to who will purchase or who will buy the water district would be free from any parang considerations or biases when the person who bought it already gave you an advance, no? May pabor nang binigay. Kasi nga, it saved you from having maputulan ng kuryente, di ba? Tama naman po, di ba?
Apo.
And siguro, you can say na it was for the best intentions para matulungan lang kayo. But it is also clouded with siguro doubts to the integrity of the transaction already. Bakit po? Because may utang na loob ka na sa kanila They were the ones who saved you from having your electricity cut off, no? And they will be the ones who will be benefiting from a transaction that will be made with the local government unit itself. Now, did you see nothing wrong with that, Mayor Dolor?
Your Honor, ang inisip ko na lang po nung panahong yun kasi kailangan po ng tulong talaga para lang maisalba ko lang po yung yung serbisyo po sa kuryente at sa tubig. Yun na lang po talaga. Kasi may notice of disconnection po kami.
So, hindi nyo naman naisip na mag-emergency loan sa any of the financial institutions like a bank, land bank, or anything like that? Para legal lahat.
Hindi po namin naisip yun kasi talagang puputulan na po kami.
But a notice of na hindi nyo manabayaran, it's not gonna happen overnight di ba? It's usually a few months. May palugit pa yan, di ba? May ano pa yan, di ba? May...
Your Honor, yung pong sinundan kong administration sa father ko po, yung pong problema po talaga rin namin sa kuryente.
Started there pa?
Yes po.
The term of your father?
Yes po, kasi hawak po ng munisipyo yung kuryente.
When did your father's term end po?
2007 po.
2007?
From
And you
1998
assumed...
po. Yes po.
Ang transaction na to is kailan? 2008
po.
2008. So you almost had a year to deal with the problems left by your father. So meaning, alam mo na na problema talaga tong kuryente.
Yes po, kasi yung pong previous administration pa rin po sa father ko, yan na po talagang problema, kuryente po.
Kaya nga, so it's
Apo.
not overnight nga na nagka-problema ka sa pambayad ng kuryente. Kasi it's months eh. A year nga after you took over. Yun na yung problema mo. So, itong pambayad sa kuryente para hindi kayo maputulan, it's not like nangyari to, hindi namin nabayaran kahapon, bukas puputulan na kami. Because you said, sa term niya pa, ng papa mo, problema na. So meaning, month after month, namumroblema kayo where to get the money to pay for your electricity bills, correct? Tama, di ba? So kaya nga, the solution then is like, parang sinasabi nyo kasi, wala na kami mapuntahan but you've had several months to know na ito yung recurring problem namin. Hindi namin nababayaran yung kuryente sa munisipyo. Kaya ang sinasabi ko po is like, ang problema na to, it's not like, you know, na aksidente yung tao kasi it's unplanned. But this has been recurring month after month. Imposible naman na hindi nyo po mapagplanuhan na mag-utang na lang tayo legally before a bank or a financial institution para legal lahat. Hindi na yung bibigyan tayo ng pera by a private institution and in return, binigyan nyo ng pabor, binenta nyo rin sa kanila yung water district. Yan po ang dating eh. Di ba? It pangit tingnan, di ba, Mayor? Not only is it pangit, it's actually, it violates several laws that I know of. I'm sure General Acop would enumerate the laws na sa tingin ko Una pa lang, siguro if it was considered as a gift, the gift giving act would already apply. Or bribery nga siguro, di ba? Or the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, because they did something and in return they got something in return also, the business of running the water district. So again, Mayor, no, sa akin, although it happened several years ago, I understand that also. And although I understand also na as a mayor, parang napipilitan ka to decide on what to do. But ang take on all these things kasi is that it did not happen overnight eh. Month after month, namumroblema kayo where to get the money to pay for your electricity bills. And month after month, you had the time to think about looking for a legal solution on how to solve your problems. So that's where diyan ako na parang natitrigger no? Kasi imposible naman no na hindi nyo nakonsulta man lang sa abogado on what to do. No? Even when they made that offer, no matter how tempting it was, you should have consulted. Tama ba natanggapin ko ang X amount of money for someone who has a financial or a business interest in something that the LGU will be selling in the future?
Your Honor, yung pong aming special consultant by that time po, kinonsulta po namin.
And ano naman sabi ng consultant ninyo?
So, humingi pa rin nga po siya ng legal opinion about dun sa
He's a lawyer,
Yes
yung
po,
consultant
yes po.
nyo. Ano ang sabi naman ng lawyer ninyo?
Na kasi kailangan na nga daw po na mabayaran po yung kuryente, wala naman pong makukunan,
Tinanggap niya na lang.
Po.
Okay. So sige, sabihin na lang natin na wala kayong choice but to receive that donation. Now, did it not affect your judgment on whom to sell the water district? Wala bang other parties or entities interested to purchase the water district?
Meron po.
Meron naman.
Meron po.
Was there a Swiss challenge? Unsolicited offer ba to?
Hindi po. Mr.
It was not an unsolicited offer?
Hindi po.
Ano yun?
May 3 pong bidders na
Three other bidders.
Yes po.
So you opened it up for bidding na. Okay, now, are you the incumbent mayor?
Suspended mayor po ngayon.
But were you re-elected ba?
No po.
You didn't run for any position?
Yes po.
Who's
Yes,
the mayor now?
Nagtumakbo po ako ng vice governor.
Vice governor.
Yes po.
Who's the mayor of Bawan?
Mayor-elect po yung asawa ko po.
Yung wife mo. And your wife was, if I'm not mistaken, also a councilor at that time when the transaction was made?
Hindi po.
Hindi pa?
Hindi po.
She was not a councilor?
Hindi po.
Let me check.
While Vice Chair is looking for the documents, no, with regards to the position hold by the wife of Mayor Dolor prior to this issue. Mayor, I just want to make it clear that is not a donation. That is a two-tranche loan, di ba? 2 million and 20 million because that was deducted to the sale of such property, di ba?
Yes,
Tama?
po. Yes, po.
So hindi po donation yon. The amount
Hindi po.
the total amount is 22 million out of the two transaction, di ba? 2 million and then 20 million. Tama po?
Apo.
Just to make it clear, Vice Chair, that is not a donation. That was deducted from the actual.
So advance payment.
Oh yeah, and ang labas nun, nanghiram, then may interest yung hiraman, and on record, it was deducted. The 22 million total was deducted to the actual from the actual amount, di ba? Tama, Mayor?
Apo.
Please proceed, Vice Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So anyway, so 22 million, tama po ba? COA, tama? 22 million?
Yes, Your Honor.
So
The-
two-
the
2 million
is for the payment of electricity expenses, while the 20 million was considered as deposit for future sale po.
deposit for future sale. Okay. So now, you also testified earlier na may bidding to, may 3 other bidders, no? Na sumali. Now, even if there were 3 other bidders, pero naka-advance na itong isa ng 20 million. Paano yun? What if another entity won the bidding? Paano, babalik nyo rin yung 20 million to the original?
Lahat naman po sila sa LOI po nila mayroon pong offer talaga kasi alam po nila yung pangangailangan po namin.
Okay.
So,
Lahat sila may offer?
Yes po. In advance lang po talaga nitong isa kasi
But only one
kailangan.
entity made the
Yes
actual
po.
advance?
Yes po.
Okay. So, again, the advance, again, tinanggap nyo rin yung advance.
Yun po yung 20 million po.
Pending the bidding. Wala pang bidding.
Opo,
Advance
kasi
na.
kailangan na po talaga mabayaran yung kuryente po.
Akala ko yung 2 million yung pambayad sa kuryente.
Pati po yung 2 million na sa time po ng father ko, yung pong ano.
Okay, so it's bigger than 2 million yung utang sa kuryente.
Opo.
Magkano yun, Mayor?
So,
Ha? 31?
nung time pong yun.
31 million?
20 plus po or 30, ganun po.
Oh, okay. So kulang pa rin, kahit yung advance nila, kulang pa rin.
Huwag lang po sana maputulan kasi nakiusap po kami.
Okay. Okay. So hindi to 1 month lang na utang, no? It's accumulated.
Yes po.
Over the years.
Yes po.
Na utang ng munisipyo.
Opo, opo.
So from the term of your father, na inherit mo ang utang ganun pa rin until your term. And that's why you have to look for ways na para mabayaran 'yon.
Opo.
No? Okay. Now, again, I won't delve much into that kasi tapos na 'yan eh. Ito lang yung issue ko, isa pa, sa Water District. Before the sale of the Water District, COA said that the Water District was earning. Kumikita yung Water District. No? After it was sold to a private entity, in fact, lugi na yung Water District. Nag-aabono pa yung munisipyo. Tama po ba?
Hindi ko po
Hindi niyo alam?
masasama po.
Okay. COA, do you recall saying that?
Yes, Your Honor. Prior to the entering into the contract under the general management contract with option to purchase, the Bawan Water Works system was already acquiring income on its operation 5 years prior to 2008.
So 5 years straight kumikita sila.
Yes,
But
Your
after the
Honor.
sale, anong nangyari sa Bawan Water District pa?
After the sale, as found by the special audit team, the municipality of Bawan suffered a net loss of 34.25 million from 2008 to 2013.
So in a 5-year period, lugi sila ng 30 million. Tama po ba?
34 million.
34 million. So from a 5-year period prior to the sale of earning about 5 million per year, 5 years during or for the period na binenta nila, lugi sila ng 34 million. Tama po ba, COA?
Tama po.
Okay. Now, Mayor, I don't know paano po ba why would you enter into or why would you sell something na end up na palugi patuloy ang munisipyo?
Kasi meron pong pinakita po sa amin na nalulugi po nung that time po yung ano.
But before the sale, kumikita eh.
Hindi ko lang po ano kasi may pinakita po yung pong special consultant namin tsaka po yung accountant po namin that time na nalulugi
lugi talaga.
po. Opo.
Okay. So, binenta nyo, lugi, and the municipality ended up paying for what was deficit, no? Nalulugi nila.
Opo.
Kayo ang nagbayad.
Opo.
So, binenta nyo na, nagbayad pa kayo sa lugi. Okay. Doesn't make a lot of business sense, Mayor, no? Parang, I don't know if you'd say it's a bad investment. It's yeah, parang, in fact, parang COA even said, it was the municipality who was paying for the salaries pa of the water district employees na binenta nyo na. Tama ba, COA? Again?
Yes, Your Honor. The reason why the municipality of Bawan suffered a net loss of 34 million because by their share of the income, the municipality of Bawan was also paying the personal services and the MOOE for the operation of the water district.
Okay. Is there a case pending ba for COA? Has there a complaint been filed about this matter?
We have submitted the report to the Office of the Ombudsman, Your Honor.
Mayor, is there a pending case about this?
Yes po.
Meron na
Meron na po.
sa Ombudsman?
Opo.
And you answered naman, the municipality already answered?
Yes po. Sinasagot po namin.
So,
Opo.
I'll just leave it at that na lang. Anyway, nandyan na sa
Tsaka,
Ombudsman. But,
Mr. Chair,
Yeah, go ahead.
Your Honor, yun pong issue po dun sa sa binabayaran po namin yung mga empleyado. Gumawa rin naman po kami ng action doon. So sinisingil po namin dun sa kay Aquadata po.
okay. So,
Yes,
kailan yung siningil po? Ayun, Mayor.
Hindi ko na lang po alam yung sulat po namin kasi may
Was it
may
recently
ilan-
or
Hindi po.
matagal na?
Matagal na po.
So,
kasi nung,
so you realize na mali yung tayo pa yung nagsapasweldo
Opo,
no?
nung pong ano.
Belatedly
Yes po.
lang.
Yes
Kasi
po.
bayad na eh.
Yes po.
Di ba? Swerte naman niya ako dito. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, there's a case already, Mayor, no? So I hope you
Opo.
also answer that para it will shed light on the issues. Kasi sobrang pangit talaga ng situation, no? Na I don't know how even the best legal minds could probably get around it, no? Kasi ang hirap eh, ang hirap na I know as mayor you were in a position na naghanap ka ng way para mabayaran yung kuryente. But how you did it has violated so many laws na sa tingin ko it will also be very difficult to get out of it also, no? But anyway, that will be all in the committee report. Again, thank you, Mayor, for answering my questions. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Any more from the members? Now, let us proceed with the approval of the committee report. And before we approve the committee report, may we ask the members, especially Congressman Daguok, to move for the additional item on the draft committee report being prepared by the committee secretary. Please proceed.
Mr. Chair, with the indulgence of Representative Dagok, should we excuse our guests since we already terminated the issue on House Resolution number Mayor and Dr. De La Cruz?
Yes, Mayor and Doc, you are now excused, but Mayor, you have to wait for the release order from the Secretary General's office. It can be made today. Rest assured po.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Dr. De La Cruz.
Thank you, Congressman Adjong. Please proceed, Congressman Dago.
Mr. Chair, upon reading the draft committee report, I have noticed that we did not include recommendations to amend the COA charter on the part of the House. So I believe, Mr. Chair, that COA has a big part not only of this particular resolution that we are investigating, but of the other resolutions being investigated by this committee. So I have observed that there is a lot of failure on the part of the COA to do their job. So with that, Mr. Chair, I move that we include in the recommendations the amendment of COA Charter.
There is a motion from Congressman Lagoc to provide specific provision on the committee report with regards to amendments on the COA Charter.
Second.
Second.
Duly seconded. Any objections? The chair is none. The motion of Congressman Lagoc is duly is approved. Now let's.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Chairman Akop.
After the amendment of the Honorable Dagok, may I move that we approve the committee report insofar as House Resolution number 2184 is concerned. So move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion to approve the draft committee report in consideration to the amendments being introduced by Congressman Dagok. Any second? Do I hear a second motion? Duly seconded. Any objections? The chair is none. The motion is carried. Committee report for House Resolution number 2148 is now approved. Now let us proceed to the next agenda item on the agenda with regards to House privilege speech. No privilege speech. Privilege speech mo ba yun? Let us proceed. Ma'am, please, dito ka lang muna po kasi our last item will be still covered by Region 4A po, yung sa Mataas na Kahoy. Though you're not part of that investigation, but still it's part of the
Yes, Your
Region
Honor.
4A po. With the indulgence of.
Yes, okay.
Thank you
Yes,
po.
Your Honor.
Now, let us proceed to the next item agenda on the resolution on the privilege speech pala of Congressman De Jong. Privilege speech number 460. It must be noted that on January 27, 2025, Representative Zia Jong delivered a privilege speech regarding the alleged irregularities in the disbursement and utilization of the Local Government Support Fund or LGSF within the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. On February 5, 2025, the matter was duly referred by the Committee on Rules to the Committee on Public Accounts. The committee convened on February 26, 2025 and March 17, 2025 to conduct an inquiry in aid of legislation on the said issue. Having addressed all the main issues thereof, do I hear a motion to terminate the said inquiry unless members from this committee will have a manifestation or introduce some amendments?
Yes,
Please proceed po.
yeah, Mr. Chair, before we move for the termination, may I inquire, Mr. Chair, from the COMSEC if additional inputs submitted by my office were incorporated in the final draft of the committee report?
Comsec.
Yes, Mr. Chair, we incorporated your inputs this morning, and it's now included in the final draft version.
So these are the inputs coming from the test from the responses of COA, that they have only learned about the LGSF misuse upon hearing the privileged speech of this representation, and as well as the testimonies of Mayor Raida Maglangit. Are these inputs been included in your final draft?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Adjong. Congressman. Yeah, and go, Mujib. Okay, so there's none from the members. Do I hear a motion for the termination of
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Chairman Akop, please
may I
proceed.
respectfully move that we terminate the hearing insofar as privilege speech number 460 on the alleged misuse of public funds from the Office of the Chief Minister of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao and violations of budgetary and procurement laws related to the Local Government Support Fund be terminated. So move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion to terminate the inquiry on the privilege speech 460 delivered by Congressman Adjong. Do I hear a second? Second? Duly seconded. Any objections? The chair is none. The motion is carried. Inquiry on privilege speech number 460 is now terminated. Let us proceed to the approval of the committee report. But
Okay.
before we proceed, we will give the floor to Congressman, now elected Governor Basilan. Hataman. Please proceed po.
Mr. Chair, may I know if this is the final draft of the committee report? The one that we distributed.
Yeah, that's the final draft.
Will the COMSEC read first the committee report, or are we going to go directly to the proposed amendment of individual?
I will just go to the proposed amendments because I do believe that all members of this committee has been given a copy of that since 2 days ago in our group.
No, I just received the committee report this morning, Mr.
Yeah,
Chair.
please proceed.
Mr. Chair, clarification and proposed amendment. On COA, paragraph 2, if I may read, Mr. Chair.
Please proceed.
Immediately conduct a fraud audit separate from the regular annual financial audit. This special audit must focus on instances of LGSF releases without LGU request. Ang ibig sabihin nito, Mr. Chair, ililimit lang natin yung ang fraud audit doon sa mga hindi nag-request.
I think that is the meat of the recommendation of the committee report.
Paano, Mr. Chair, pag merong halimbawa mga anomalies even doon sa hindi nag-request? Will that be subject to the special audit? Paano natin malalaman?
Hindi, kasi napaka-specific po yung yung committee report na only those with the request from the local government, unless the good governor will propose an amendments to that item.
Mr. Chair, actually ang proposed amendment ko, Mr. Chair, baka pwedeng the special audit must focus on the instance of, doon lang sa i-period na lang natin after the releases. Mag-put tayo ng period after ng word releases. Kasi paano natin malalaman yung anomalies? Kaya nga, merong mga nag-request. Kasi ang request, Mr. Chair, ang worry ko lang, madali lang gawin eh. Actually, mas yun yung worry ko. Baka mamaya, wala tayong may special audit kasi lahat meron ng request. And in fact, alam ko meron ng SBR. Merong kopya binigay sa akin. Pero mga later pinadala yung SBR.
So, what's the proposed amendments of Congressman Hataman?
I-delete natin yung word without LGU releases. Request.
So, the proposal specifically was to
Subject
delete
style,
all the wordings and the sentence after the first sentence. Tama.
Pwede naman siguro, Mr. Chair, actually subject to style. This special audit must focus on instances of LGSF releases. Huwag na nating lagyan ng without LGU request, di ba?
In the BARM.
In the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region.
Okay, so what's the pleasure of the members of this committee? Are you agreeable to the proposed amendments that was introduced by? Okay, so may I request Congressman Mujib Hataman to put it into motion? Please proceed.
Mr. Chair, I move that we, on second sentence of second paragraph, the special audit must focus on instances of LGSF releases and delete without LGU requests, subject to style, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion being introduced to amend the second provision or the second item in the committee report on House and the privilege speech 460. Do I hear a second? Duly seconded. Any objections? The chair is none. The motion is carried. COMSEC is directed to introduce the amendments being introduced by Congressman Hataman, subject to style.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, another
Yes.
point, Mr. Chair. Last paragraph of on COA recommendation. Last paragraph. Coordinate with the Ombudsman for possible plunder, malversation, falsification, or other criminal violations committed by VARM officials for proper administrative and criminal investigation. When you say VARM official, will din sa ibang recommendation yung paggamit ng LGUs or local chief executives.
What's the pleasure of the body with regards to the amendments, once again, of Congressman Ataman?
Specific for Barb.
Yeah, for BARM, LGU.
So it will now, the present draft now excludes officials from general. So the proposal would be, we will put a phrase specific to local government, including the local government.
Chief executives.
So I don't think na may problema tayo dyan. Wala naman yata.
Okay, so none.
Kaya mo na hindi naman.
Congressman, may we ask Congressman Mujib Ataman to put it into motion? Please proceed po.
Mr. Chair, I move that we put word NLGUs or local chief executives after the word BARM officials. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion to include local chief executives or local government unit in the BARM. Do I hear a second? Duly seconded. In objection, the chair is none. The motion is carried. From the members.
On the ombudsman. Mr. Chair. Na clarification. Initiate investigation, first paragraph. Initiate investigation into alleged misuse of LGSF in BARM, especially those involving irregular releases, lack of LGU requests, or indication of political patronage. Bakit, Mr. Chair? Ibig sabihin, ang iimbestigahan lang ng ombudsman yung lack of LGU request, just to be consistent with the recommendation on the paragraph under COA, Mr. Chair. Kung
So,
ako generic na lang.
Yeah. So, just to be consistent with the with the second paragraph, what's the pleasure of Congressman Ataman?
Mr. Chair, that's the main point.
Yeah. So, subject to style na lang, no? With regards
So
to the
generic.
first item.
So, on first paragraph on the ombudsman, initiate investigation into alleged misuse of LGSF in BARM, especially those involving irregular releases. Yun lang. Diba?
So, tanggalin
Delete
na
the
natin.
word lack of LGU request or
request.
indication of political patronage.
Okay, the next word, no? Words. Dapat tanggalin na lang. Okay, so please put it in the motion.
Mr. Chair, on the first paragraph under the ombudsman, initiate investigation into alleged misuse of LGSF in BARM, especially those involving irregular releases, period. And delete the word lack of LGU request or indication of political patronage. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion. There's a motion introduced by Congressman Mujib Ataman with regards to the first item on the ombudsman recommendation to delete wordings in the first item, specifically to delete lack of LGU request or indications of political patronage. Any second? Duly seconded. In objections, the chair is none. The motion is carried.
That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. So, any more from the members? So that we can proceed to the approval of the committee report subject to the amendments being introduced by the members of this committee. Do I hear a motion?
Tingin mo naman gagawin. Terminate na. Alam mo ang number niya? Move that we approve the committee report on how privilege speech of
460.
House Resolution privilege speech 460 of Congressman Zia Jong. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion to approve the committee report on privilege speech 460 of Congressman Adjong. Duly seconded. In objections, the chair is none. The motion is carried. The committee report, committee report for privilege speech for 6 years is now approved. Now, lastly, we will discuss about ano ba yun? Next in the agenda is House Resolution number 2102, directing the House Committee on Public Accounts to conduct an inquiry in aid of legislation into the alleged misuse of public funds and irregularities in the operations of the mayor and vice mayor of the municipality of Mataas na Kahoy, Batangas. The chair calls now the body to address the termination of the inquiry on House Resolution number 2012. Do I hear a motion to terminate the
Mr.
inquiry?
Chair?
Yes, Chairman Akop.
May I respectfully move that we terminate the hearing on House Resolution number 2102, directing the House Committee on Public Accounts to conduct an inquiry in aid of legislation into the alleged misuse of public funds and irregularities in the operations of the mayor and vice mayor of the municipality of Mataas na Kahoy, Batangas. So move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion to terminate the inquiry on House Resolution 2102, duly seconded. Any objections? The chair is none. The motion is carried. Next item on the agenda is the approval of the committee report, draft committee report for House Resolution number 2102.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Chairman Akop.
may I move that we approve the committee report on House Resolution number 2102. So move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion to approve the committee report on House Resolution number 2102, duly seconded. Any objections? The chair is none. The motion is carried. Committee report on House Resolution number 2102 is now approved. So that will be the last. And lastly, singit ko lang po, the chairman proposed for a special, for a progress report on the inquiry in aid of legislation in the City of Silay. So, as what we have done with regards to some other House resolution in Quadcom and even in this committee, the chair proposed to put into the motion and approve a special committee report on inquiry in aid of legislation on the City of Silay. Progress report on the City of Silay. May we ask Congressman Adjong to put it into motion? Yes, Congressman Adjong, please proceed. Sorry. The hearing resume. Congressman Adjong, please proceed.
Mr. Chair, I move that we respectfully adopt the progress report on the ongoing inquiry pursuant to privilege speech number 384 regarding anomalies in the procurement and irregular enactment of local measures by the city government of Silay in Negros Occidental. So moved, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion to approve the progress report on the privilege speech by this chairperson of this committee. Privilege speech number 384, duly seconded. In objections, the chair is none. The motion is carried. Let me clear it out that this progress report that will be reported out in the plenary, the inquiry in aid of legislation with regards to my privilege speech straight for is not yet terminated. It will just be a progress report that will be reported out in the plenary. Thank you.